What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you at that time of the week for a what to buy on eBay video. I've got some vintage collection, maybe a couple of comics that are at auction. Almost everything else is vintage Kenner stuff, either loose graded or mint on card, and there are some absolute heaters in this batch of items. Just some real gems here, so make sure to stay tuned. As always, in the video description are the eBay links to everything I'm covering in this video. They are affiliate links. If you use those to bid on those items and then come back later and try to win them, it does help out the channel. So it's not a significant amount of money, but it does help out with channel expenses. So thank you for using the eBay affiliate links in the video description. I also have two thanks I need to put up right now as little graphics. Chris Sonagera, he just became a Patreon supporter. Thank you so much, Chris. And then I also needed to give a special shout out to Dominic Rondini. He sent me a super chat like you do for Patreon live events or for, YouTube live events. He sent me a super for my last video. So that was very kind of you. And he's also a friend of Bill's. So thank you so much, Dominic. I appreciate that. And I'll try to remember to do that. I've had a couple of people do that in the past where they particularly liked a video and they decided to send me a super as a way of thanks to help the channel. So I'll try to make sure to always give shout outs to you guys when you do that moving forward. So really generous of you all to support the channel. All right, let's take a look and see what we got here. The first one is an AFA 9.0 Revenge of the Jedi Stormtrooper unpunched US card. Now it's at auction. Now the reason I point this one out is because in my last TVC video, there was an uncirculated designated version of this that sold for like $400. It was something crazy. And I was like, don't pay that, just for the uncirculated designation. Well, the same seller's got one that is not uncirculated. So it's circulated, I guess. It's a 9.0 modern scale Revenge of the Jedi offerless. So this would be the SDCC example as it's shown there. Well, on this one, it doesn't say that. It just says Revenge of the Jedi logo. It doesn't say SDCC/. So my gut tells me that this one did appear at retail as well. All that being said, I mean, with one that sold for $400 in a buy it now situation, this one's at auction. It's at $26. It ends Friday evening. So this evening, as of when this video releases, I bet you'll get it for quite a bit less than $400. Let's see what else we got. Yak Face Collectibles has a couple of proof cards, graded proof cards. We've got an unpunched foil Clone Commander Cody proof card. That one is at $100 right now. That one ends Sunday evening. It's an AFA 9.0 on the modern scale. And same seller also has a 9.0 SDCC giveaway VC64 Princess Leia in her slave outfit. And we just documented one that was a 9.25 or so that sold for like $260 or something crazy. So this one's a little bit lower grade, still very high grade, 9.0, unpunched, and the starting bid's at $150. So I think given the price disparity there, I thought it was worth showing this one as well. This one also ends on Sunday evening. I got a couple of comics before we really dig into some super hot vintage Kenner items. The first comic is another Star Wars 42 in a 9.8 grade with white pages. This was just freshly graded. It's at auction. And one just sold on eBay in an auction for $9.55, I believe was the final sales price. So that gives you a price target to aim for. This one ends Sunday evening at 9:46 p.m. Eastern Time. So right now it's at $692. There's still a little bit of room there to kind of be in line with the last sale. So I just wanted to point that out. Obviously, it's the first appearance of Boba Fett and Yoda in standard size comics. Really good looking book there and in great shape, freshly graded, nice colors, blah, blah, blah. There you go for that one. The big one that I would really like to bid on, but I'm not going to do it, is the newsstand edition of Heir to the Empire #1. This book has really tumbled down in price. The direct edition just sold in an auction on eBay, and I'm sure I'll do like a comic book update. I haven't done one in a while, but I'll do one here soon. And I'll also include some incredible items at Hakes that are ending, I think, Thursday. So the day before that this video airs. There's just some unbelievable books that will sell for $1 million plus is my guess. So we'll do a comic market update soon, but there was a direct edition of this Heir to the Empire 1 that just sold for like $555. I mean, really has dropped down in price. Obviously, the newsstand for Heir to the Empire 1 is a lot more rare, a lot harder to find. This one's at auction. It's already at $565. This one ends Sunday evening as well. I'm expecting this one to end around $1,100. That's kind of my number. But I'd like to bid on it myself, to be honest with you, but I'm not going to do it. And this is a trusted seller. This seller always has really nice comics and is also on Instagram. So I follow him on Instagram. So very trusted seller with this one, but he's got an absolute heater there with the newsstand edition of Heir of the Empire #1. All right, we got to dig into the vintage Kenner items. We've got an SWD mail-away baggie for Boba Fett. We had another one that was an ESB baggie that sold last week. I think it was in Japan. This one's in the U.S., and this is the earliest of the early Boba Fett baggies, the SWD baggie. So this is what would appear on the 21 back with the 20 backs with the Boba Fett offer. So this is the SWD baggie. It's at $205 right now. It ends this evening as of the release date of this video, Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So, you know, if you watch this video, just know that it's ending fairly soon after this video releases. But pretty nice looking baggie. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. I think it would grade an 80 all day long. And that's a very desirable baggie, just given the history associated with the mail-away Boba Fett and the fact that it was going to be rocket firing and then they had to change it out and all that. It's kind of one of those pieces of histories that I'd like to get. Timing's not right for me, but I would like to get that one eventually. Next up, we've got some items from Collectible Investment Brokerage. They're obviously affiliated with AFA. They've got some real stunners available at auction right now. All of these in Sunday evening, so I'll try to not repeat myself and keep saying that. But here's the Jawa. This is an AFA 85 Plus. This is what I like to call the Palatoy Jawa. Small hood, smooth cape. No COO. That's what I call the Palatoy Jawa, made in the Palatoy factory. AFA 85 Plus, very high grade. Right now it's at $136.50. They also have a Lily Letty Chewbacca in an AFA 80. So not the highest grade, but it is a brand new K-style AFA 80. It's at $128.50 right now. I'm expecting that one to go sub 200. Maybe it creeps up to 225. And it does seem like CIB's auctions always go higher than market. So keep that in mind if you're bidding on these. You know, you're going to have to bid a lot, unfortunately, to win. I've only won one probably in the last year, and that was the Spanish Pot Tuscan Raider, and I had to overbid to get it. I just really wanted it, and, you know, I probably overpaid by about 50 or 60 bucks at least. But anyway, this is the Lily Letty Chewbacca. I would say in a normal kind of standard auction where CIB's not involved, you could probably get this sub $200, maybe $225 at the top end. So right now it's at $128.50. They've got two different Taiwan Boba Fett's, and I'm not including all of the items that CIB has at auction. They've got a lot of nice items. If you click on the seller's other items, it'll take you to all of the different items using the affiliate links in the video description. But this Taiwan Boba Fett, they've got an 80 plus and they got an 85. So depending on your budget, you can bid accordingly. This is the AFA 80 plus Taiwan Boba Fett, and that one's at $68. And then here is the 85 grade. That's already at $202.49. So pick your poison there, but two different fairly high grade Taiwan Boba Fett's. Both of them look pretty nice. Obviously, the 85 will sell for quite a bit more. They also do have an AFA 80 yak face, and, you know, it's not an 85. It's not an 85, but so what? You know, it's a really nice high grade yak face. It's already at $430, and it seems like every time CIB does sell a yak face, they do tend to sell for a lot. Although I feel like there was one they had fairly recently that came back down to earth, and it was more in line with any other auction on eBay. So maybe you get this one, I'd say probably $650. Is that right? I don't know. I mean, it seems like $750, $800, $850 is the going rate for an AFA 85 minimum. So maybe an AFA 80 will be kind of in the 600s. Maybe you'll get lucky there. But it looks really nice. It looks every bit of an AFA 80. So there you go. But again, they do have some other items available. Next up over in the UK, I don't want to forget about my UK viewers. I've got a UKG 90% Han Solo in carbonite. So very, very high grade. This one is also at auction. This one ends Saturday afternoon, my time, which is 1:53 Eastern time. So keep that in mind for you UK buyers, but very high grade, no neck Han. I'm Han Solo in carbonite. Sorry, I'm an idiot. But anyway, very high grade Han Solo. Next up, we've got an AFA 85 Plus from the same seller, EV99, brand new K-style. And that one also ends Saturday afternoon, a little bit later. This one ends 5:08 Eastern time, my time. But beautiful high grade example of an EV99 loose graded 85 Plus AFA. So good luck on both of those. Next up, this seller has an AFA 80 Plus Luke Skywalker in his Stormtrooper disguise, and it is a brand new K-style with like the etched accessory case, and it's not an 85, but you might get a fairly good deal on this one. 80 plus grade. $395 is the current bid. It ends pretty late Sunday evening, about midnight Eastern time, but the pictures are not great because it's still bagged up and all the tapes on it and everything, but it looks like the case is not broken or anything. It's just too lazy to take it out of the bag, but I think that'll probably sell for, I would think, at least $550. I don't know, somewhere in that ballpark. Right now, again, it's at $395, and that ends really late on Sunday evening. Okay, we got to talk about Lee's Toy Review. We've talked about them in the past in different market updates for Mint on Cards. He's got some absolute heaters available at auction right now. The first, we're going to get progressively more ridiculous, okay? So we've got a 48 back Revenge of the Jedi AT-AT Commander. It does have a little bit of wear around the hang tab, but it's a beautiful example. Probably would grade out at an 80 is my guess. It's got a clear blister. Very, very nice example. All of these, I believe, in Sunday evening. So I'm going to try not to repeat myself again. But Lee's Toy Review, you can check out. I'm not going to include everything he's got. He's got a bunch of Mint on Card Kenner items that look stunning. And I just picked out the ones that I would probably bid on if I was in the mood to buy right now. So you can check him out, Seller's other items. But he's listed on eBay quite a bit over the years. And we've certainly talked about past sales he's had. But anyway, AT-AT Commander, clear blister, 48C or maybe the B. That one is at $29. They have a Walrus Man, 31 back. And he always says high grade in the description for the eBay auction if he thinks it'll grade high, and this one definitely will. This is a beautiful unpunched 31 back offerless Walrus Man. Beautiful, beautiful card. The back of the card is here. It's got one little kind of faint crease or scratch on the left hand side. I think this one would grade an 80 all day long. I mean, that's a beautiful card right there. Here we go. So beautiful card, crystal clear blister. That's going to go for a lot of money. It's at $202.50 right now. Next up is a Luke Skywalker Farm Boy, and this is the coveted dark brown-haired Hong Kong figure. This is the 45 back. It does have a little bit of litho damage from where someone tried to remove the price sticker. Always leave the price stickers alone. Don't try to rip them off. If you leave the price sticker alone, they won't hurt you on the grade. And I know it's worth more if the price sticker's not there or whatever, but it's worth more to have the price sticker on there versus trying to tear it off and causing damage to the card back like this. Now, all that still being said, it's already at $800, so I don't know how much it's really going to affect the value. It's a crystal, it looks clear-ish. On that photo, it looks a little yellow to me. On here, it looks clear. So it must be yellowing just slightly. But still, I mean, this is the dark brown-haired Hong Kong Farm Boy, one of the more desirable variants to get mint on card there. You can see how dark brown that is. That's a very dark brown hair. I've got one of these uncirculated 85. This one, I think it is a yellow blister, so keep that in mind with your bidding. But it's going to go for a lot of money no matter what. I mean, that's a beautiful item. I think it would be a card 75, blister 80 or 85, and then figure 85. So probably an overall 80 would be my guess on how this one would grade. And again, it's already at $800, so it's a big one. Here's the real big one. This is an unpunched, pretty much flawless 47 back free 4-lam offer Boba Fett. And look how beautiful this is. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I would love to bid on this. I would love to bid on it. Here's the back of the card. I mean, it's just really pretty much perfect. I think this would grade an 80 plus at a minimum. I think it's got an outside chance I think it would have to be an 80 or an 80 plus, not because of the card or the blister, but because of the figure. I mean, we talk about that all the time, right? Is that the ESB mint on card Boba Fett's, they degrade, and you can see it right now on this Boba Fett. So it's unfortunate, but I still think it gets an 80 all day long. I mean, this is an 80 all day long. Beautiful, beautiful example. And somebody is going to get an awesome mint on card Boba Fett. 47 back, free 4-lam offer. That red with the 4-lam offer really pops with the Empire Strikes Back logo, and then the fact that it's another bounty hunter on a bounty hunter mint on card. I mean, that's just chef's kiss. I would love to buy this. $746 is the current bid, but good luck to all of you, and please use my eBay affiliate links to bid early if you decide to start tracking it. Next up, we got Brian's Toys 75 plus 21 back A red snaggletooth. So this is not the highest grade in the world. It's a 75 plus though. It's got an 80 and 85 sub score for the blister and figure. Pretty nice example if you ask me. I mean, it's unpunched, no price sticker, Not sure why it got the 75 for the card, but I'm assuming it's got some scuffing or maybe a faint crease or something. But that presents a lot nicer than a 75, in my opinion. So beautiful example. At auction, $183.50 is the current bid. It ends Sunday afternoon, about 4 p.m. Eastern time. So keep an eye out on that one. I've got a couple more, and then we'll wrap it up. We've got a 77 back with the Boba Fett coin offer for Boba Fett. So it's got the desert scene Boba Fett. It's not perfect. It has a lot of wear to the around the hang tab there. Probably at best a 75 grade if you're lucky. I think it's a 75. But it's got the coin offer for Boba Fett on a Boba Fett card back, so that's pretty cool. And it's at auction right now. The current bid is $650. It ends Sunday evening at 7:35 Eastern time. And then finally, we got an AFA 85 yellowed Droids R2-D2, unpunched U.S. card, no price sticker, and it's only got fairly faint yellowing to the blister. Right now, it's at $521. The seller is fairly well known. I've seen that seller before, never bought from them, but always has really nice stuff. So there you go. If you're looking for a Droids R2-D2 mint on card, that one is a beauty. It does look like it's got a cracked blister, though. I think that was the other thing I forgot to mention. Yeah, there it is, right there. So it does have a cracked blister. So keep that in mind with your bidding. I'm actually a little surprised it's already at $500, to be honest. This is why I don't buy these Droids figures, like the C-3PO or the R2-D2, because there's just so much of a risk of them cracking and shipping after being graded. And they're just so expensive. So anyway, just keep that in mind, is that it is a cracked blister. So I don't know why it's so high, personally. I wouldn't pay $521 for it with a cracked blister, but there you go. Anyway, that's all I really got. I hope you find something to bid on. Please use the eBay affiliate links. Thanks again to all my Patreon supporters. I really appreciate the channel support, and I'll be back soon.